Hi everyone, hope you're well. I haven't posted for a while. Been focusing on business and obviously the third lockdown, which I sincerely hope you're all coping, both from a mental point of view and just looking ahead at the rest of the year and not feeling too depressed about it. I think for me during this time it's been quite a period of learning about myself, learning about what's important, learning about what makes me tick, what doesn't, and I decided more so than ever that perhaps investing more time in whatever little I can do for others, do it. So one of the things I've been doing is mentoring a young man, and I've really enjoyed that, and I am enjoying that. And helping any charitable ways that I can. We don't have a huge amount of resource, but whatever little we can, we try to help. So recently I saw a LinkedIn post about Talbot Heath, Talbot Woods School, girls' school, setting up a charity to help young children in Africa that have very little indeed. And I was touched by a young man who enjoyed making things out of basically anything he could find, anything electronic he could find. So he clearly loves the technical side. And it made me think of myself when I was young and growing up predominantly with a single parent, my mother doing everything, and me being the boy in the house trying to fix whatever I could, and being intrigued by the technical side of absolutely anything. And this young kid, he had a skin issue from birth, and I think that caused him, obviously in a third world country, they have various thoughts and ideas about that sort of thing. So I think he had a pretty tough time and still does from birth. I believe he grew up with his grandmother. No one was quite sure who the father was. There was no father around. I don't think the mother was capable of looking after the boy and his two little siblings. So Hayley O'Shea reached out and was after a donation, really a support to support the child for a year of £180, which would cover his food, which means he can go to school and learn, and covers his health costs as well for the medication. And it took a little while for me to decide, I want to do that, because we already do bits and pieces for schools in Kenya and all the rest of it. And I thought, right now in the middle of the pandemic, do I really want to spend that money? It wasn't even supposed to cost, it was just spending on something you don't have to, which is again part of my point today. But we decided to do it, and the more I looked into the young man, I decided to put together a box of bits and pieces that we have lying around that potentially we're not going to do much with. I know my son used to collect hats when he was younger, and they're not cheap hats, but I thought, I'll send some hats as well, and some other bits of electronics, and a little radio controlled helicopter that he's grown out of, little things like that. And although it wasn't cheap to send the parcel, and half of me thought, well, this parcel might not actually get there, I decided to get it shipped. And today I received images and a video of the young boy. And the change in him from us giving so little is incredible. And I'm glad I did it. I wish I hadn't second guessed it, because I nearly didn't. I saw others that were asked, and I don't think any others felt they wanted to do it or could do it. And I just want to share that no matter how little we feel we've got, especially those running businesses, you know, this is the toughest time I've ever had in business, and it's very difficult to find the bandwidth to help others when you're faced with such difficult times and hardship yourself. But I would implore you to do it, even if it's not giving financially. If you're a person in business, chances are you've got experience that you can share, and it won't cost you anything other than a bit of time. And help a young person reach out to someone. I mean, yes, I'm CRB checked and all the rest of it, so you know, I don't have any blocks to work with young people. But there are so many ways you can give yourself that feeling of value and worth that isn't necessarily through a big pay packet. So don't place all your personal value and your personal worth on what you can attain, but try giving something that obviously doesn't mean you go without, but you'll be surprised how much self-worth you'll end up with, and also a bit of a distraction from the doom and gloom that we constantly hear from the press and the media. So that's all I wanted to share today, and as I say, I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing okay. We will come out of this situation better than we went in it, I would hope, but we will come through it. It is going to end. Stay with it, and maybe use this time to grow personally by helping others. So have a great weekend. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the images, and I hope maybe one or two of you out there will reach out to Hayley and see if you can help other children. If you want to know more, just get in touch.